and I've done everything under the sun to put on muscle. The most extreme shit you can possibly even imagine. You guys probably don't even understand what I did to try to grow to be the best bodybuilder, okay? Now, watching the sport, even when I was competing and watching everyone else do their thing, and even to now, nobody, Dallas was maybe the closest one, maybe, has ever put on muscle like Nick Walker has. I'm confident enough to put whatever amount of money down for someone to challenge that, to say, hey, this guy grew more than Nick Walker. And I'm not talking about just weight. I'm talking about muscle, not water weight, not fat, not scale weight. The amount of muscle this guy is able to continuously put on. And I know the first thing everyone's thinking, steroids. He's taking a lot more steroids than everyone else. He has IGF, he has Increlex, he has growth hormone, he has insulin. And guys, I had all that and more, and I didn't grow like that. So what's the answer? His fucking genetics are insane. The question, well, what is Nick taking that I'm not taking? What is he doing that I'm not doing? What's he eating? He must be lying to us. And that's exactly what everyone's doing right now in the IBB, in the sport of bodybuilding, to Nick Walker. They're like, well, he must have something special. Oh, he's just taking crazy amounts of growth. I know what he's taking. Guys, yeah, he could be taking everything under the sun, but you could do the same fucking thing as Nick Walker. I could do the same thing as Nick Walker. I'm not gonna get results like that. And we're gonna compare what he looks like right now compared to, I don't know, whatever month I pick, because he's growing every single month. I've never seen anybody grow continuously like this. It's literally like Nick goes to the gym, is like, I want to grow that muscle today. I'm going to train this muscle and it's going to grow. And it happens, because when I look back at his photos and the videos I did constructing him, everything has caught up. I'm not talking years ago. I'm talking months ago. Listen, my hat's off to him. I know I don't have a hat. I don't even have any fucking hair to give to him. So this is the most recent photo he put up, the front double bicep and rear double bicep, the most exposing bodybuilding poses you can do. And what I mean is these poses show everything. You can't hide a weakness in either one of these poses. If you do these two poses, I can tell you right now if you're missing any body part, because you see everything with these poses. The only thing he's missing is a fucking tan. Let's talk about his arms. They just keep growing. I don't know how, but they keep freaking growing. Then we look at his lats to waist. You can't call him Mr. Refrigerator anymore, whatever else used to call him. I think Refrigerator was the name. Sorry, Nick, I know it's like a sensitive subject, but Nick, you're the furthest thing from a freaking refrigerator now. Now you're just a mutated freak. I know he said he wanted to win the Olympia last year, but man, I'm putting a strong bet on him that he's going to be challenging these top guys. I mean, Rami better be on point. Rami really hard to keep them off his back. Everyone's in trouble. I hate to say it, but Big Rami's in trouble. Everyone's in trouble. Now, looking at the waist, the lats, like I was saying, lats are getting fuller. He's getting wider. And I'm going to show you from the back how much wider he is now compared to what he used to be. Then going down to the waist, you know, he had that quad injury last year. Does not look like the quad's injured anymore. His leg's going to be next level shit. I mean, next level shit. Most muscular. Now, my last video I talked about his physique, I basically criticized his chest. And it doesn't look like his chest is a problem anymore. He's really filling up this space here by his collarbone, his upper pec, where it ties into the front delt. This whole area is getting nice and full and thick. The lower pec, look how much thickness the lower pec has on it now. He never had that 3D-ness to his chest. His chest was kind of flat last year, I'm not gonna lie, but this year you could tell right now there's way more tissue here across his mid, his upper, and his lower pec. And I'm gonna show you a side shot in a second, and you guys are gonna be blown away. Arms, the arms are just massive. They can almost touch in the middle, they're so big. And now the front delts don't look as overpowering as they used to compared to last year. I mean, look at last year versus now. It's crazy. When he pulls off this 20, 30 pounds, whatever it is, whew, with those cross striations in the pec and then the abs, oh man, it's gonna look gnarly. How is that possible? Okay, and he's not gaining weight. He's just putting on more muscle. He's not 320. He's pretty much the same weight. He's like 5 to 10 pounds fluctuation from February to now. Is that not wild to you? I have never seen somebody do that. Never. Like Dallas grew really fast. Don't get me wrong, really fast. He was an amazing bodybuilder, but he didn't have the rock hard muscle maturity that Nick does already. So Dallas might've been a little older than Nick compared to where he's at now, but Nick is just miles ahead of Dallas. If they stood next to each other, Nick would blow him out of the water. No offense to Dallas, he's my boy, but Nick would destroy him in a pose down because of the amount of muscle tissue he has and mature muscle. Dallas didn't have that rock hard muscle yet. He didn't have the conditioning Nick does. So Nick checks all the boxes already. He has conditioning, he has the size, he has the muscle maturity, the detail, the striation. I mean, it's wild what he's able to look at under 30. You don't hit your stride until you're like 30 in bodybuilding, 35. What could Nick look like? I can't even imagine what he's gonna look like. The muscle's gonna be crazy thick. Like, I don't think we've ever seen someone that dense before, ever. Like, the only person that comes to mind is Branch Warren, and Branch Warren doesn't look as good as Nick, I don't think. I really don't.